Hello, family and friends. As I record today, it's Super Bowl Sunday. And tonight we're, of course, cheering for the Chiefs. Go Chiefs. But this whole period of time in the early part of February is a significant and auspicious time for the Estabrooks family. That's because we have a number of birthdays this very week. In fact, today is the birthday of our older daughter, Tanya. And I'll share more about that a little bit later. On Tuesday, it will be the birthday of her twins. Roberto and Charlotte will be 19 on Tuesday. And they're both in university in Virginia, two different schools. But today they're together with mom and dad and family there celebrating the birthdays together. On the same day as the twins is Chris Orm's birthday. Chris is our son-in-law, the husband of our younger daughter, Melinda, as you can see in the picture here. And I'll share something about Melinda with you in just a moment. But this whole week is just full of events. For example, Thursday is the beginning of Mardi Gras because a week from Wednesday will be the beginning of Lent. Friday this week is Chinese New Year's, and there's something special about that I want to share as well. And next Sunday is Valentine's Day, and my video next week will be about significant Valentine's Days in our life. It's also a very significant anniversary for us in ministry. All of these things are going on this week and at this time, so it's really quite incredible. With Chinese New Year's beginning on Friday, the church in China has designated this Sunday as Thanksgiving Sunday. So we now celebrate 3 Thanksgivings. So we have the early October Thanksgiving Sunday in Canada, late November Thanksgiving Sunday in the United States. And today, our Chinese brothers and sisters, especially those in the country of China, are celebrating Thanksgiving Sunday today. And we have so much to be thankful for, even in this era of the pandemic. And today I want to be especially thankful for 3 great kids in our family. These kids have just made our lives so rich and full. Here's a picture of them when they were young. The cutest kids in the whole world, thanks to their mother. Tim and Tanya were our genetic children. Melinda was our chosen daughter from the Philippines. And they've grown to be incredibly wonderful people and wonderful family. I need to mention special things that have occurred just this month for all 3 of them. First of all, Tim, our oldest child. Tim, my son. I mean, with my name being Paul, what could I name my son but Timothy? And so he's known as Tim. And Tim has had a career change just a few years back, and he has gone into the real estate business, selling houses. And last year, 2020, he received the Platinum Award for 2020 from his company for the incredible job that he did, even during the pandemic year, in selling houses. It's incredible. He loves this new job and he loves his new career. And just last week, I believe it was, he passed his test to be a broker. Of course, you have to take courses to even be a real estate agent to sell houses here in Canada. He passed those with flying colors, and now he has passed his broker exams, have done very well, and he is now can be licensed to be a real estate broker. Congratulations, Tim. It's fantastic. Our second daughter is Melinda, and Melinda has had a significant event this month, and that's been the release of her first book. You can see the book here. Her television program and podcasts and webcasts of her program is titled See, Hear, Love. 3 verbs: see, hear, love, with Melinda Estabrooks. And she's the executive producer and the host of this program, and it's really an excellent show. We want to congratulate Melinda on the excellent job she does on her television program, seen on Yes TV here in Canada, as well as on her new book launch. And of course, our older daughter is Tanya, whose birthday is today. And so I want to do a special shout out to Tanya for a happy birthday. We had Tim first, which was very special because every father wants a son to carry on his name. And we were ecstatic when Tim joined our family. But Diane and I had never had a sister. I was one of 4 boys, if you know the Estabrooks family. Diane had 2 brothers and no sister. And so after Tim was born, we said, oh, Lord, wouldn't it be lovely to have a girl in our family? And so we prayed for a girl. And the day she was born, I'll never forget. It was Victoria Hospital here in London. And Dr. Patton, who's still living today, our dear friend and medical doctor for the family, delivered her. And he came out to the waiting room. In those days, we men weren't allowed in to see the delivery. He came out to the waiting room and told me, Paul, you have a daughter. Well, I think I just about squeezed him to death. It was so exciting to have answered prayer. Not only did we have a wonderful son, now we have a daughter. And we named her Tanya after a name from a movie at the time. Now, see, Diane's family background is Ukrainian. They're a Slavic family. And one of the movies that was very popular at the time was a movie called Dr. Zhivago. And in Dr. Zhivago, his wife's name was Tanya. Now, the full name in those countries would have been Tatiana, but Tanya is the short for it. And we thought that is such a beautiful name. If we ever have a daughter, she is going to be named Tanya. And Tanya she is. And she became Daddy's little girl. Growing up, mostly in the Philippines. She was 1 year and 1 week when we landed in the Philippines the first time. And all of her early education was at Faith Academy and then later at Singapore American School. But when we came home to Canada, she graduated from high school officially at Lorne Park High School in Mississauga, and this was her graduation picture. After that, she worked a significant number of hours at Swiss Chalet. She was an excellent waitress and did a really good job at it. But she decided to take a course in hospitality. And so she did the course in Toronto at the airport hotel there in hospitality. And she did so well that she was chosen to be valedictorian for her graduating class. And this is a picture with her mom and dad, proud mom and dad, on the day of her graduation and her day that she gave her valedictorian speech. But Tanya is most noted in this family for having produced the first grandchild. Cassandra, her daughter, was our first grandchild, and that's always been a special event for us. We now have 11 grandchildren. Tim and Katie have 4. Tanya and Rudy now have a total of 5, and Melinda and Chris have 2. And so we have many grandchildren, but Cassandra was number 1, and that was Tanya's daughter. And here's a picture with her mom, taken not too long ago. The 2 girls look more like sisters, don't they? But that's Tanya and our first granddaughter, Cassie, who is now married to Paul Corbett. and they live in Arlington. Speaking of weddings, Tanya and Rudy Vasquez's wedding was an incredible event. It was an amazing weekend. The whole family that Rudy has were based primarily in New Jersey, just across the river from New York City. They all came in a terrible snowstorm weekend. It was late January. In fact, they have just celebrated a few weeks ago their 23rd wedding anniversary. And on that weekend, it was amazing. Friday night was Rudy's birthday, Friday, the day before the wedding, and they had the wedding party dinner that night at the Marriott Hotel where Tanya had been working as a manager there. And the next day, Saturday, was the wedding day. It was beautiful. And the Marriott downtown Toronto put on a great spread for us in Tanya's honor. And it was just a very, very special day. Then the next day, Sunday, was Super Bowl Sunday. And Rudy has always been a great Green Bay Packers fan. And Green Bay won the Super Bowl the day after their wedding. So what a weekend. A birthday on Friday, a wedding on Saturday, and a Super Bowl win on Sunday. Tanya and Rudy went on to have a sizable family because one of her deliveries were twins. And so this was an early picture of Tanya surrounded by her husband and 5 kids altogether, which is a picture we've always enjoyed. And all those kids are grown up now. They're not little kids anymore. Later in life, Tanya reminded us that she had always wanted to be a nurse. And so she went to school and studied to become a registered nurse. And she graduated as a registered nurse. And just recently, she completed all the coursework that she needed to get her Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree from Liberty University. And so now she is a degreed nurse, not just a registered nurse. And we are so proud of her. So Tanya, happy birthday to you.